On the way here, on the bus, I made a call to my wife and then asked if she would have any, questions for my British teacher. And then the first question that she told me, she wanted me to ask you was why did you decide to come to Korea and stay here other than there are so many countries out there, but you just pick up Korean other than many countries. So she was wondering why you came to Korea and decided to stay here. I must have asked this question for the first time I saw you, but probably because I was too nervous, I forget almost everything. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
That's okay, no problem. It's a long story, but I'll keep it brief.
Yeah.
So we say long story short, right?
Yeah,
a very
I've heard
common
of the expression a lot.
A long story short, I was working in England and with a view to becoming a clinical psychologist.
I remember, yeah.
But I had a kind of epiphany, if you like, a realization. This isn't what I want to do. So I had a sort of crisis of about my future and decided that I wanted an adventure.
Okay.
And when I was much younger, around 13 years old, it was the 2002 FIFA World Cup. And of course, Korea hosted that tournament.
Totally impressive.
Yeah, and it was amazing.
Missed that time.
And I have vivid memories of watching those games, particularly the later rounds, Korea, Italy, etc. And also there were documentaries at the same time on British TV, and it sort of planted a seed in my mind. Like I would love to go there one day. And so when the decision came to go on an adventure, Korea was the place that called to me. Let's go and try something new, different culture, different language, and try something different.
So it was mostly because of 2002 World Cup.
Exactly right.
And then broadcasting, contents about Korea on TV.
That's right.
Yeah. And how did you kind of manage to work here and live here? Because adventure itself sounds a little bit scary and uncertain, And imagine the first time you came here, everything seemed and felt quite unfamiliar and didn't know what to do, didn't know where to start. And how could you manage to, make a living here and, meet your wife and then just live a beautiful life here?
So teaching English is a very common way for Westerners to travel the world, right? And to get a visa into a country. And so I decided that I would try teaching English and found a kind of, we call them recruiting companies that offer, firstly, they offer training in teaching. So the basic qualification to become a teacher is called TESOL. And I had to, or TEFL, both of them are available. And I did one of those. And through that program, they linked me with a school. And therefore that school sponsored my teaching visa and I was able to come to Korea.
So did that happen before you came to Korea or after you came to Korea?
That happened before. You have to, in order to enter the country as an English teacher, you have to have everything already signed, sealed, delivered in your passport.
Okay, so I have to ask you, did Korea live up to your expectation that you probably would have from TV or below expectation?
No, it really exceeded my expectations in so many ways. And I came to Korea with the mindset that I will give everything my best and I will keep an open mind and remember that this is not my home and things will be done differently here. And I think that gave me a good sort of starting point where things didn't cause me too much trouble, right? Because I just rolled with the punches. Are you familiar with this expression?
No, rolled with the punch?
to roll
Uh-huh.
with the punches. Meaning, it doesn't matter how many negative things, bad situations come at me. I just let them sort of
Yeah, I got
deflect off of me, right?
Deflect?
Yeah. I adapt to them. And so, would you mind reading the definition?
Yeah. To not allow difficulties or criticism to discourage you or affect you badly. So it basically means get through something or come through.
Right.
No matter what.
No matter what, and just accept it and not try to fight against it. And so these things really helped me to enjoy the experience for what it was. Yeah. Whereas I did have a friend who came with me, not a friend that I knew. I mean, I met on the first day,
Okay.
worked in the same school, and unfortunately, he had a much harder time. You know, he suffered from homesickness, and he didn't enjoy some of the things. But to me, it was part of the adventure.